and welcome to Enfield Today. My name is Lynn Kostick, and I'm the host for your show today. We've been doing this show for now over a year, and we thought it'd be pretty fun if you got to know the people behind the scenes of the camera. So let's start today, and normally our host is Kevin Kibbe, and now I'm sitting in his position, and I'm going to ask him questions for a change.
Well, then.
Yeah, here we go. So, Kevin, what made you want to join this group of Enfield Today?
Saw a post a long time ago on a Facebook group that was talking about doing just this, and I thought it was important to. I'm a very civic-minded person, and this was just another way to, help out the community. Just have some fun though, because that's the purpose for me in this show is to each group that I'm hosting, whoever it may be, is to give them 30 minutes of something that's very important to them, okay? And being seen on the on demand, on Channel 15, on YouTube, has done a lot for some good causes here in town.
Wonderful. So, as a host, you have your own favorite show that you did, or?
A couple of them, actually. My if I had to pick a favorite, it would be the History of Enfield shows we did. Because of just the amount of history that's right in this town that nobody even knows about. But as far as an impactful show, the one with the CAP group about the heroin and substance abuse, that was a big one. And I'm hoping that we do another show on that soon because of the importance of that topic. It's just too many kids are dying.
Oh, absolutely. And we do a lot of heavy-hitting shows.
Yep.
And every once in a while, like today, we'll have to throw in a fun one just to break the tension and to let people know there is a fun side to us, too.
Sure. And what you're doing is great because everybody the viewers get to see you, they get to see me, but they also get to see Shannon and Lenny and Chris and those guys that are behind the scenes that they don't get to see every week who are critical to the show being successful. When we have a show that turns out really good, it's not me hosting. It's everybody behind the scenes that made this happen. And this is a great way to get to know everybody and say hello.
And it's so funny because Kevin and I, we have a rapport doing any one of our shows because I normally do camera one and floor director. And I would have to have his eyes on me at all times so we know what we're doing and he knows what I need for him to do. And I'm so grateful that it's Kevin and that we can talk like this all the time. You know what, Kevin? Is there any other position in here that you would like to do?
Well, I like to do all kinds of stuff, like the camera operating, the behind the scenes. This is a good show again, but like the graphics, the sound, those things, the editing, the directing it's like talking Chinese to me because I don't get it. But I watch it and I'm like in awe watching these guys put all this stuff together in 30 minutes, and it's just kind of neat. So if I had to pick one, yeah, I don't know, maybe the camera, just something simple because for me it's just overcomplicating it. I like what I do.
Wonderful. I think we all like what we do. Okay, well, Kevin, I'd like to thank you very much for allowing me to interview you today.
Thank you for having me, Lynn. This has been fun.
Yeah, and our next person that we're going to interview will be our technical director, Chris Mathiasen. So, Chris, what brings you to join the crew of Enfield Today?
It was the same deal as Kevin, actually. About 2 years ago, a Facebook post popped up. John Fox was looking to start a show. And I don't really know exactly what made me want to do it. Thought it'd be something interesting to do, meet new people, and started doing it and been doing it for a year and a half, 2 years ever since.
Yeah, it's about a year and a half, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So as a technical director, so what does your job entitle and how do you do it?
Basically, I switch between cameras, between camera 2, 3, 4, 1. Sometimes the background cameras, I like using those. Whenever Kevin or John is hosting, when they're talking, I switch to that camera. Whenever they ask a question to a guest, I switch to that. Sometimes with the back and forth, you have to go to a different camera to catch everybody talking. Otherwise, you're bouncing back and forth between cameras.
So you like the job you're doing?
It's cool.
Yeah. And one thing I got to say is that all these people that come in to do this show, none of us had any knowledge of this stuff until we got here.
Nope.
And we were all trained by the Cox Communication people. So if anyone would like to either do their own show or join our team, the way you can, if you want to do your own show, you can call Cox Communication. There should be a graphic on the screen. And they'll be more than happy to help you host or produce your own show. And if you want to join our team, we have a Facebook page called Enfield Today. So just put a message out on Facebook saying, yes, I would like to join your team. And we'll get a hold of you. We'll give you the same training that we received here as well. So
yeah, the nice thing about it too is this isn't the only show I've done for Cox. I've done Kissel and Friends. It's pretty fun. He likes to come in at the last. Oh, I'm not going to say that. He likes to come in at the last minute, right when everyone's like, "Where is he?" Oh, there he is. Finally, let's start. There's a football show. I can't remember exactly the name of it, but.
I know that football show you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a good show. Mm-hmm. But it's nice to be able to come down here. Sandy will call you up and, hey, can you come down? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because not only do I do this show, I also do the senior show as well. And I'm also the camera one and floor director for that show as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's pretty fun. And is there any other position you want to do?
I've done technical directing and a little bit of directing. No, I'm all set with hosting. I'm all set with hosting. There's only one of us that can do a good job at the hosting. Well, and camera operator's fun. It's easy. Graphics, Lenny's the man on graphics, which you'll hear from pretty soon. Lenny. And audio would be nice, but your daughter has that pretty much well in hand.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, no, it's camera mostly, if anything,
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me interview you today.
No problem.
And the next person we'll be interviewing will be Len Mason. Hey, Len.
Hi, Lynn.
Len is our graphics producer, director. He does all our graphics. And Len, what got you interested in joining the Enfield Today show?
Well, honestly, it all fell into place. I saw the ad in the paper at a time where I was part of another group called CAP, Community Addiction Awareness Project, and we were looking for ways to get out the word about the addiction problem and how bad it's getting in this town and how to get more visibility. And so I put two and two together, and I saw this as an opportunity to get that word out for CAP and try to help lift the stigma of addiction in this town.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's what Kevin was just talking about. That was one of his favorite shows, too, is putting out that one for
I
CAP.
stayed because it's a lot of fun, but I came for that.
Though?
It is a lot of
I
fun.
think this is great fun.
Yes.
And then you got to meet some really great people. We're really great people.
Really great people.
So, now, as a graphics person, what is your job and title? What exactly do you do?
Okay, we have an opening at the beginning of the show, and we put that together. And my job is switching from that to the different graphics. People's names you'll see come across the bottom of the screen. Sometimes a advertisement comes in, like a public service announcement comes in, and I basically get it ready for the director to call for it, and when they're ready, they put it up, and the credits at the end of the show, and I fill in the credits with whoever's doing what position each time that we tape a show, and sometimes we do some photographs and with slides, and I get the slides ready and prepared for when they call for it.
Those photographs on that history of Enfield scared the bejesus out of me.
That was a lot of fun, that project. I did the video on that one.
Yeah, those were really excellent. Is there any other position here that you would like to try out or to do?
I have done the camera a few times, and that's okay. I'm good with that, but I really like what I'm doing.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Well, thank you, Len.
Thank you, Lynn.
Appreciate it. And our next person we'll be talking to will be my favorite person, Mary Beth Norton. Well, we're here with Mary Beth Norton.
Yes.
Now, why I called her my favorite? Because Mary's my daughter. So I'm so glad that we're able to work together. So, Mary, this is going to be a crazy question to ask you, but what brought you to Enfield today?
I wonder. Kind of you.
Kind of me.
Kind of you.
Is it because I said, boy, this seems pretty interesting. Why don't you come on board with me?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you're really, really good at the audio, and you know how to work all those buttons. You guys have to see these buttons back there. They're all over the place. There's no way I could ever do that job. So, tell me about your job. What exactly do you do?
Do audio, which is basically a giant soundboard with volumized buttons and equalizers and everything, so it adjusts the volume basically for a mic. But in the process of doing that, you can usually sometimes add sound effects, but you don't normally. In our show, we don't add sound effects, which we should start doing because that would be fun. But
that sounds like an idea. Food for thought. Okay. And is there any other position here that you would like to try your hand at?
Not particularly, but technical directing would be one thing that I would possibly enjoy doing.
Well, you'll have to talk to Chris about that.
I know, we could switch.
He's probably back there going, I don't think so. But because he really likes that. But he likes doing other things, too. He says he does like doing the director, and he has been in front of the camera before, so he says he likes doing that sort of stuff, too. So, well, thank you, Mary, for doing the interview with Mom. And our next one, we're going to do something different here. Because Eileen McDonald, who is usually one of our camera people, does not want to come on the screen. We're going to bring her granddaughter on. So we're going to bring Gemma Beebe on to talk in Eileen's behalf. So, Gemma, why do you think Grandma wanted to do this? Did she ever tell you why she wanted to do this? Did she have fun doing this?
She really never told me, but I'm assuming she has fun doing it because she's meeting new people, like new friends.
That is great. That is great. I think that's what a lot of us like to do, too, is meet new people and friends. And I know my next question would have been to Eileen as to what her position entitles here. But let me answer that question. What Eileen usually does is one of these cameras, like camera 2 or camera 3. She's usually behind one of those cameras. However, today, she's doing my spot on camera 1 and floor director. And what that entails is that we're the ones who communicate with the host as to, ready, I'm going to give you a countdown to when the show starts, or wrap it up, or stretch it out, or, okay, we got to have it quiet on set, or the show is over. These are the directions that I, as a floor director, or what Eileen's doing right now as a floor director, is getting from the control room. And then she, in turn, would have to notify the host as to hand signals and whatnot, as to what needs to be, what has to be said on the set. Eileen's not very happy with me right now, but that's okay. That's okay. I know Eileen and I have talked several times, and I've asked her, I said, is there any other positions that you would like to do, right? She likes to do other positions, right, Gemma? So, and Eileen said, yeah, there's other stuff that she'd like to do, and one of them is being my floor director. So she likes that position. She also said she liked to dabble in audio. But besides that, I think she's pretty comfortable with those three things as it stands right now. So, got anything you want to say about Grandma and the job she's doing here?
She's doing a good job with it, and I can tell she's having fun with it, and
I know what she likes too. She likes at the end, usually at the end of our show, sometimes we get to go out and grab something
Denny's.
to eat. We're going to Denny's. Denny's is our place to go after a show. And I think that's where Eileen wants to go tonight.
I think so too.
Well, Gemma, thank you very much for speaking in behalf of Grandma tonight. And our next person we're going to interview is one of our newbies, Dan Dean. You're also a newbie along with Ryan Carvalho, who cannot be here today because he had other circumstances beyond his control. But, so as a newbie here, what brought you to Enfield today?
It's what I went to school for.
So you're the only one that's familiar with this stuff then.
If you could say that, yeah. I went to it, I studied it. I wanted to get hands-on experience. I was pointed here, and here I've been.
Wonderful. So we're a fun group to work with, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys are a hoot.
I bet we are. So, while you've been with us, what has your job been? Are you just a floater amongst us?
I prefer the term gopher.
Gopher, okay.
Yep. I do a little bit of everything. I show up on tapings, and I go where I'm pointed at. If they want me to do a camera, I'll do a camera. If they want me on graphics, I'll do that. Today I've been a field scout camera operator, behind the scenes type of guy.
Awesome, awesome. Now, if you had to pick like one position, do you have a favorite?
Not yet, but if I had to absolutely pick one, probably technical produce. That sounds fun, interesting. I've yet to do it.
Technical produce? What is that?
Well, technical directing.
Oh, technical director.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's usually Chris's job, but I know that he'll go out and take a break just so you slip you in there and you can do your thing. So, so you'll be staying with us for a while then, huh?
I think so.
Oh,
I've been here a little bit. I've been here about a month and some.
Mm-hmm. Not as long as the rest of us here, but
no,
it's okay. You'll fit right in with us because we're a pretty cool group of people.
I already feel welcome.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you for interviewing with me today.
You're welcome.
So our next person's going to be our director, Shannon Grant. Hello, Shannon. Now we're going to interview our director. So, Miss Shannon, what brought you to Enfield today?
It's actually a funny story. My daughter, who goes to Enfield High, said that she wanted to take an elective in filming, and about that same time, this Facebook post popped up that everybody keeps talking about. And I said, oh, well, why don't we do this together, Morgan? And my daughter, Casey, who is also into videoing, turns out that they had no interest whatsoever. But I'm here, and I'm glad to be here among you folks. So
great.
I am very blessed to be part of this show.
Oh, that is so wonderful. And it's so funny because I know everyone's sitting there going, okay, she's asking all these people questions like what brought them to Enfield today. But isn't it funny? The host has never come out with, how does she get to Enfield today? Well, let me tell you, none of this stuff ever happened to me. I didn't see any Facebook posts, and I didn't see anything in a newspaper. I was at some sort of function, and I was approached by our missing member, John Fox. So he comes up to me, he goes, I'm starting a show, and it's going to be recorded at Cox Communication, and I think you'd be perfect for it. I said, me? You want me to come into this show? And it's like, I have nothing to give. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. He goes, they will train you. And I said, well, if they're willing to train, and I'm willing to try it out. I said, what harm can be done? So that's what brought me here. Also, we should really mention John Fox.
Yes, we should. And he was right on, Lynn. You are such an asset to this group. I have to tell you. You and Mary Beth and really everybody here. So.
No way.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, geez, Shannon, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's so sweet of you to say. Well, anyways, our missing member is our executive producer, executive director. He's the executive for this whole show because he's the one who put it together, and that was John Fox. John Fox, unfortunately, has some other business issues on his real job that he had to attend to today, so he cannot be joining us. But I know that his thoughts and wishes are with us today, and we do miss him having him here today. So, Shannon, tell me about your job as the director.
Yeah, the director. A lot of people think that my job as the director is the hardest job here, but I think actually it's the easiest job here.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want it.
It really is. Once you have a script down, it pretty much takes care of itself. The real hard job is the people who are working behind the cameras and in the office, filming, and pushing the buttons that need to be pushed. I basically just talk into a microphone. I am the timer operator. I am the chicken scratch note taker. I am the yell in the earpiece, 1 minute to go, Basically, everybody does their job and they do it well. I just bring all those jobs together, and again, I'm just blessed. Everybody here they do their jobs extremely well. I have the easiest job, so very happy.
Shannon's also one of the ones that I have to have a good rapport with, because as a floor director, I am listening to her cues in my ear saying, Lynn, give Kevin a 3-minute signal, or tell Kevin to wrap it up, or tell Kevin to stretch it out. So I'm hearing all this from Shannon, and I have to relay the message to the host. So it's 3 people that need to be in constant rapport with each other, so this way the show can run pretty smooth.
And Lynn, what does it look like when you have to tell Kevin to stretch it out?
Oh my God! Oh, so there I am. I'm going, Kevin, 3 minutes, and
there
so then he's going, and so then I get the head nod, and then or he wants to wrap it up like real quick, and I'm going, no, and he's looking at me like, what? And I'm going, stretch it out, and he's going, okay. And so and he tries, Kevin, thank God for Kevin, he's got the gift of gab. He's the best host that we ever had on this show. He is fantastic. And then there's the wrap it up, and so Kevin's going, what the hell is this? And I said, it's like, no, Kevin even did that too. He's going, what's this? It's wrap it up. Yeah. But everyone knows the cut, yeah. And then we're off. And so those are my hand signals that I give to. There's poor Kevin Covey over there doing a camera.
Airplane operator.
Yeah. That's the words he used to use.
Yeah. So.
That's the words he used to say to me. He goes, "You look like an airplane operator." But
yeah, lots of fun.
It's pretty fun. So now, Shannon, if you had an opportunity to do any of these other jobs here, what would you like to do?
I've done the camera a lot before, and I enjoy that. It's a fairly easy job. It's not much to it. I think I really like the director position, but I also like to share the position with Ryan, who obviously couldn't be here today. Because, sometimes I can't be here, and Ryan also went to school for filming, and I know he's done a great job.
Yeah, because now he's in the medical field, so
he's a great addition to our team, I have to say.
He was very good.
Excellent.
So was Dean, our other newbie. So he's very good, too.
Yeah, we have a good team. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm really, really happy working with all these people because you couldn't ask for better people. And then we each have each other's back no matter what. If something's not going right in the show, we're there to support each other. It's excellent group of people to work with.
And Sandy and Mark and the whole Cox group as well. I mean,
let's put kudos out there for Sandy and Mark for Cox Communication. Thank you very much for letting us do this show.
Yes, thank you.
So, if anyone would like to host their own show, I'm going to say this again, if anyone wants to host their own show, please get a hold of people at the Cox Communication. We're going to have a graphic on there to, so this way they can, I guess we're at the end of the show, huh?
That's your graphic.
Oh, my graphic. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this, I'm going, what is that? So, it's PATV 15. So that's the channel that this is airing on. And also there's another graphic that has the number for Cox Communication. If anyone wants to get a hold of Sandy and Mark, those are the two people you'll be in contact with if you want to produce your own show. The address for Cox Communication is on Niblick Drive in Enfield, Connecticut. And also, if you want to join our team, we're Enfield Today. Just see us on Facebook. We have a group out there. Please put something out there, and then we'll be more than happy to talk to you and bring you on to our team. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our show tonight because we had fun doing this. So until the next time, when Kevin can take over his hosting position, good night, people. Have a nice day.